Hi guys, welcome to my channel and my Friday night live stream for August. I'm so sorry about all the throat clearing. I am over my chest infection, but I still have a bit of a cough. So I have been painting minis most of today, and I thought I may as well carry on during the live stream. And if you guys want to jump in and start chatting, as always, I have my phone here so I can read the chat and reply to you guys this way. I've not been doing much that's different in the way of content creation. It's still going to be the new in. Sorry, I thought I'd muted my phone, honestly. It's just going to be the usual food uploads. Wednesday will be a mix of eating disorder content, D&D content, although that will be minimal. Maybe some poll content because I need to get back into that, and just vlogs. And yeah, one Friday night live a month is my aim. I do need to get started on my death row dinners if I'm going to do it for Halloween. I have only started to research one case and I need 7, and I need to film it, I need to get the food together, so I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to do that this year in October, but we will certainly see. I would very much like to do it. It really is just a matter of whether or not I'm going to have the time now that my life is so much busier. So I'm just going to get on with painting this little dragon. It's almost done. I do need to tidy up some of the pink. So that's what I'm going to get on with now. My brushes are in an appalling state, I know, but I'm a beginner, guys. I'm just starting out with this. So yeah, feel free to ask questions, start a topic of conversation. I'm quite happy to stop painting and chat with you guys. I don't know how popular this live stream will be because summer, I mean, I don't know what the weather's like where you guys are, but in Scotland, you wouldn't know it was summer for the amount of rain that we've been having. It is ridiculous. So yeah, not good. I do hold my breath when I paint. Drat. Got some pink on the black claw. Oh no. Yeah, I'm finding plenty of new in foods to try. So lots of those types of videos will be coming up. And even though there is Christmas stuff in some of the shops already, I'm probably going to wait until December to do my Christmas videos. If you're new to my channel, in December I normally try and do 12 festive uploads in the run up to December. So if anyone has any suggestions for things they would like to see from me over Christmas, let me know. I am always open to ideas, and I really do need to clean this magnifying mirror. I keep hitting it with the paintbrush, that's why it's messy. And I gave up cleaning it because I'd clean it and then just whack it again. I've got my phone here, so I'll hopefully notice if anyone chimes in with any questions. But I hope wherever you are having best weekend possible. Kids went back to school this week in Scotland. I know this because I live right next to a school and it's carnage at drop off and pick up time. So that's fun. It actually is a nightmare. There's so many times that parents have blocked in residence and they haven't been able to get out to work and stuff. So luckily I haven't been involved in any of that yet, but it's probably only a matter of time. Eddie says, good evening, Kaz. What are you painting? A little dragon, a pink dragon. There are no pink dragons in the current edition of Dungeons and Dragons, but in a previous edition of the game, there was a pink dragon and it blew bubbles, killer bubbles. And I just thought, I've got to have one. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also painting the drummer for my in-game band, Dead Badger. Not sure if I've told you guys the story of how Dead Badger came about. It's kind of sad, but Eddie and I had been out and we were driving back and we passed a dead badger, and I can't remember who it was, but one of us said that would be a good name for a D&D metal band, and then I decided to have one, and yeah, so I'm painting the minis for Dead Badger. No idea how I'm going to use it in the game. Did not think that far ahead. And not every live stream is going to be me painting minis from now on or anything like that. It's just something a bit different to do. I don't have any new in food products to do a live taste test on. I actually filmed a load of taste tests earlier today, so editing will be underway to get Sunday's video ready. If you hear any noise, there have been a lot of birds on the balcony today and they can be quite noisy. Eddie says, R.I.P. Badger, you shall, I can't talk, you shall forever be immortalised as a tabletop mini. The thing I like about Dead Badger, the drummer, and I only noticed this recently, but the top hats on the drums are shields driven through spears. And I painted my nails for the first time in a long time. How long it will go before chipping, I do not know. But yeah, I want to get back into doing more of the pole because that's really fallen by the wayside. And it's my way of keeping fit and exercising and expressing my creativity. And I already know at least 3 songs I'd like to dance to. Honestly, I put so much effort and detail into painting this, and it's only if you look at it under a magnifying glass that you even notice half of it. D Delta says, hold on, is Eddie in the other room watching this live? Eddie is at home because he's working. Oh, drat, I've just painted a bit dark pink because I didn't mean to do dark pink. Never mind, we'll do it dark pink. Yeah, he's working this weekend, so he's at home. He is off today, but he's not been feeling well, so yeah. If Eddie was in the other room, I would be trying to get him to join in and maybe do some mini painting, because see all these grey things on this shelf? These are his, and there are many more. So, but I don't mind because this way I don't have to share the magnifying glass. D Delta says, haha, okay, hope work goes well, Eddie. I'm sure Eddie will also be hoping that as well. I'm not going to go into details about his job because that's not my thing to tell. But don't worry, he's not an accountant or anything like that, because I can't do maths, and yeah. D Delta says, yeah, I was going to say get him on the live. We haven't forgotten, sorry about the noise, I'm sitting on a chair with my legs crossed like a child would sit on the floor at school. We haven't forgotten about the live stream Q&A that I asked for questions for ages ago. We just haven't really had a chance to sit down and film one. Plus I've had so many other vlogs and things to get out. The one that went out this week was actually filmed, I believe, in April. So, but most of them are filmed closer to the time when they're put out. Ooh, paint over the claw. And D Delta says, there's kids playing outside as well. There's a little boy who keeps kneeling on a skateboard and being pushed by, I can only assume, what is his older brother. And yesterday, the older child thought it would be great to push him out onto the road just as the car was coming. The kid was fine, but I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. Dogs are hard enough. And dogs are probably cheaper. I think I'm probably going to stop doing the pink because I'm touching up areas that only I will be able to see, and I risk messing it up. So, but yeah, I'm going to try and do most of my filming and stuff in this little corner because I can get the ring light set up. I've got a USB port here that I can plug it into, and it's a nice little corner with a fairly plain background. But that said, because a lot of the time I've got all the painting stuff set up here, I more or less end up filming in the kitchen or on the sofa, but it would be more professional, I think, if I had a proper filming location. But yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to clear a lot of space in the flat and things like that, and yeah, just got a lot on. I forgot to advertise this live stream earlier this week, which is probably why there aren't that many people in it. I only remembered that I was going to do a live stream about lunchtime today, I think, so I popped an Instagram story up. But that's another reason for doing the mini painting, because then if nobody wants to chat to me, I've at least got something to do rather than just sit here and talk nonsense at you. Right, let's put the dragon down for a bit. Let it dry. We've also got these. Don't know what colour to do the hair. It's got a purple body and I've got another one, a lighter purple underbelly and bum, but don't know what colour to do the hair. Suggestions welcome. I don't really want it to be purple, but I don't know. I mean, blue would go, but would green be better, or should it be grey? I don't know. Don't normally get stumped when it comes to painting minis. I usually have a fairly good idea of what it is that I want. Getting the wet palette out. If you've never seen one, this is how mine looks. I don't think I've set it up properly. I really don't know what I'm doing. Eddie says bright pink. I mean, I could, but they'll look a bit like trolls. Don't really want them to look like trolls. But I do have that shade, or I can always try and mix one up. Right, I'm going to paint the drums in white. This I actually find very soothing and relaxing. It's probably why I've stopped doing a lot of my other stuff like poll and research for the Death Row Dinners series, because I do enjoy doing this and I'm up to date with everything that I need painted for my games at the moment. So I'm painting stuff that I don't need to paint. I wish I could put Dead Badger on the drum. I'm not skilled enough to be able to write that in small enough writing with a paintbrush. There we go. I mean, I'm painting white on white at the moment, so it really doesn't show up, but I want to paint over the primer layer, which was white. I haven't stuck these to the base because some things are easier to paint off the base. But anyway, this is turning into a video on how I paint minis. That'll be a separate video. I don't want that to be the live stream. So feel free to ask me any food related questions. Bethany says, hi Kaz, how are you? Hi Bethany, how are you doing? And how's the work situation and everything? Just on the topic of food, I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but I have the Costa app on my phone and it recently logged me out and it won't let me log in, and I've changed my password and tried re-downloading it and all of that, and it just won't let me in. So it's kind of made me not want to shop at Costa because I can't get my free drinks or anything, and I keep getting emails about the Costa members reward, and it's like, well, great, I can't access that now. I'm currently painting a drum kit, Bethany. Bethany asked what I'm painting. I hope you had a lovely birthday yesterday. And yeah, I hope that the next year of your life will be a good one. I think as you get older, generally, life does get better in a way, in that it's not stressful. Like when I was in my 20s, the thought of turning 30 was horrifying. And then when it actually happened, it wasn't that bad. And we're more confident now that I'm older. C says they have had a technical issue and sent an email about it and think they're trying to fix it. Thank you, because I did actually ask somebody in my local Costa store if she knew what was going on, and she said I probably didn't have the latest version of the app, which I did, so I just left it. But I tend to be going to Starbucks for that creme brulee frappuccino, but I think they might have another one out. And I know people have mixed opinions on Starbucks. I try not to get political and stuff on this channel, but the people who work at my local Starbucks are working there to earn money to live. And I only mention that because I did have somebody leave a comment about that on one of my videos. This is so hard to paint. I'm getting white paint on everything, and I'm painting bits you aren't even going to see. Honestly, I'm like this when I'm painting walls. And I will go over things again and again, and then I eventually end up messing it up and making it look worse than it would have done if I just left it alone. That is life as a perfectionist. Right, I think that's all the white on the drums, but I've missed a bit of brown. Do I need to put white on any of the other things? Don't think so. What to paint next? You're a Fellhell, a Goliath barbarian. Female. I don't know what colours to paint her. I have been painting most of the afternoon, so yeah, it takes a while. I've been working on this dragon for days. And I've got this bad boy to paint. Can't wait. Cannot wait to start on this. Got this from Mitts and Sims online. They're a UK seller of minis, and yeah, brilliant quality, brilliant customer service. How cool is he? He's a beholder. And this is my water elemental, which I painted yellow because I thought he was a fire elemental, and I noticed the seashells on his shoulders, and I thought, oh, maybe he's like meant to be a fire elemental on the beach. And it was actually Eddie who pointed out that it was a water elemental. This is quite obviously the fire one with all the flames. So yeah, I'm going to have to paint him over in blue and hope he goes green. This is turning into a show and tell about minis. Eddie says get some orcs. I would love to. But money is an issue. Food is expensive, especially when you do M&S videos. And so is Warhammer. So that's going to have to wait. I'm hoping to get a holiday vlog done at some point this year. That's all I'm going to say on that. And yeah, there's some other stuff that I'm kind of thinking about doing, but don't know if I'm actually going to get to do it. It's really hard trying to fit all this in. I don't know how, well, I was going to say I don't know how big channels do it, but of course I do, because most of them do it full time. So, yeah. What colour hair? I don't know. Just don't know. It's not raining outside, which is good, but it is very windy. We actually had a thunderstorm the other morning at 7 a.m. Can't remember which morning it was, but it was a morning when I definitely did not want to be awake at 7 a.m. And yeah, the weather woke me up, but I suppose we're lucky we're not getting tornadoes or floods or any of that stuff, so it could be worse. Oh, I wish I knew what colour to paint the squig's hair. When you've got so many pots of paint, like I've got like 15 shades of blue, and none of them is the right blue. But yeah. I don't think we're going to get really decent summer weather here now, but we've had some nice days. Eddie says green hair. I'm thinking green might work because they're meant to be living in a swamp, and like they could maybe live underwater with just their hair sticking up so it looks like reeds. That's probably a good idea. Thing is, which green? See? Got a dark green. I've got a nice light green. I can't use this one because I've used that for the rider's skin. I've also got that green and that green, but this one's not suitable. So I don't know, I suppose the dark green is more reedy, but I don't know, the light green might go better. This is difficult. Eddie helpfully says a mix of greens. Yeah, I could do that, but I probably won't. So I think I'll go with the darker green. Honestly, people watching this back as a live replay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, that's all I can say. We'll use the 000 brush, I think, for this. Yeah, you can all let me know what you think of this green with the purple. It's maybe a bit hard to see in this light. Let me see if I can make it more like daylight. But when it's wet, it's a bit shiny. Honestly, the things some people can do with their painting of things this small is absolutely incredible. I really don't know how they do it. So yeah, whenever I say I'm painting minis, this is what I'm doing, and it does take hours. I mean, it's worth it, but some are more fun to paint than others. Some are an absolute nightmare. I've never really been like an artistic person in terms of painting and stuff. But yeah, this is quite soothing. Unless, you know, you're painting something and then you mess it up, that is not soothing. Not at all. It's just trying to make sure you get every part of the surface the right colour. Even though it's so microscopic, no one's really going to notice. There we go. I think that's more or less done. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think of Eddie's choice, if it's good or not. Got another one. I just think they're so fun. Eddie says, what's the biggest model / mini you've painted today? It's probably, I don't actually have it here, but I've got one of a big spider thing, and that's the biggest one so far, but it's not as big as my beholder. Some minis are so big, it's a bit of a misnomer to call them minis because they're not, but I haven't got any like that. I was going to say I don't plan to either, but I never thought I'd get interested in Warhammer, so never say never, guys. I managed to paint part of the face green, that's annoying, but I'm just doing the base layers, so I will go over this all and neaten it up. Minis always look worse when you start painting them, and then it all comes together near the end. At least that is what you hope. Let's just paint the back of the hair, even though no one will see that either, but I will know it's not painted and that will bug me. I guess this is my new version of adult colouring books, and by that I mean colouring books for adults. Although if you search adult colouring books on Amazon, believe me, you will find that sort on there as well. I was quite taken aback and yeah, did not buy. Don't really fancy colouring in the Kama Sutra. They kind of look a bit like turnips. With the purple body and the green hair. It's very turnipy. Never mind. Eddie says, looking great, it suits the green, unless I've already read that out, in which case I apologise. That's the problem when I'm doing something like painting minis as well. My focus is kind of diverted, but it has now been half an hour, so I will let you lovely people go. Thank you to those who joined in and chatted. And if you're watching this back and you didn't enjoy it, come to the next one and ask questions about the things you want me to talk about. Because I do let you guys lead the discussion, but hope to see you for Sunday's upload. I need to get editing that. And yeah, take care. Bye guys.